Now let's talk about pushing the event through the approval process. If I log in as a user, that my only responsibility is to approve events that come to me for my service or my area, my room, the gym, I will get a nice email that says you have an event, please approve it. And then you have this nice approve button. You click on approve and that event is approved. On your page, you'll also see any of the events that you've submitted. And then we have a calendar of the events happening in your area that you can look at. If my responsibility is managing the entire event process, I have this dashboard that shows me what events I need to approve. There's 3 of them. There's 25 events out there that I'm waiting for other people to approve before it comes to me for my final approver. That is if you have multiple layers of approval in the process. So if I'm just going to look at the events I need to approve, I click on it, and very quickly I can come in here and confirm this event. If I have questions about the event, I can click into the event. I can notify and communicate back to the person who submitted the event. I can notify other people and ask Andy here, who does our security, can he provide security for this event? So you have the ability to communicate within the system. It'll automatically email them with a link here, or I can actually add someone as an extra approver. So let's say I need to add Andy here as an extra approver. So you can ad hoc as a person who manages the entire event process, approve it, communicate about it, add approvers, however you wish to manage that process. Now, once the event is approved, it'll auto create the task for that event. And what that'll look like is it'll look like a work order based upon who that work order is going to. So I can come in here and look at, actually, let's look at all my work orders for events. So when I log in, I can see all my work orders for events. I can see who they're assigned to. If I'm a supervisor, I can reassign it to someone else. I can look at a calendar view of who these work orders are going to. So I have this nice calendar view, and if I only want to see the events that are managed by custodial, I can filter by that. I can look at a day view, week view, month view, list view. I can print this hard copy out if I'm someone who, I need to hand this to our security officer so they know who's on campus, but they don't log into the system, which they could. You can give them access and a view-only access where they can view all the events happening on campus. So that's a little bit about how you can approve it, final approve it, how it creates a work order, what the work order looks like. And the other part for the people that manage the events, and this is very important, is when I'm looking at the event and I had services for like HVAC for an event or some other service, when I look at that event, I can see the status of any services for this event. So if this event needed HVAC, I can see if my HVAC person's done the override yet. And if they haven't, I may want to nudge them a little bit and say, okay, can you go ahead and do the override to make sure we have lights or other specific services done for that event? That's the key of having the event system and the work order system tightly integrated, where you don't have to manually create those work orders for the events, and the ability to track the events for the work order. So if I click into the event, this is my work order for the event. So I have this work order. I have to do some equipment setup, some chairs and tables. And if I scroll down the page, I can see what event this work order came from. So I can see the group that's going to be there. All that information is right here on the work order. I'm not having to log into multiple systems to see that information.